Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you. Yesterday, you should have completed the notes sort, where you looked at your circle map and reorganized those facts into groups based on the topic. Today, we are going to take that organized circle map and create a new thinking map that will help us prepare for writing our drafts. We combine flow maps with tree maps to create what we call a flea map. You will need your circle map and your new flea map for today's work. I'm going to show you how I would take my circle map and prepare my flea map for my draft. So the first thing I'm going to do is edit these 3 subtopics. My topic for the whole essay is flowers, but I have different subcategories that I am going to talk about and teach my readers about. So I'm going to write growth as my first subtopic. It represents that I want to write about how flowers grow. For my second subtopic, I want to write all about the different parts of a flower. For my third subtopic, I'm going to write some interesting facts that I learned that don't fit into other categories. The next step is to add specific details on those 3 lines under each square. I am going to write 3 details based on the information in my circle map. So I notice for my paragraph about growth and how flowers grow, I'm going to want to include the information about the steps of how they grow. I also want to include information about pollination and pollinators. And last, I'm looking at that circle map thinking there's a lot of information here. I'd really like to include that seeds will get spread through the air and water and animals so that that cycle of growth begins again. I'm going to finish my details by looking at my circle map and asking myself, what do I want to include in my final research report so that I can teach others what I've learned? Just a couple reminders. You don't need to write complete sentences in your flea map. Notice I've only written 1 word in each box and only a couple words or 1 word per line. Now it's time to write my introduction. Remember, this is just my draft, and I want to make sure I tell my readers what the topic is and get them thinking about my subtopics. So I will write something about flowers, how they grow, that they have different parts, and that I have interesting facts to teach them. Now, I want to avoid saying, I am going to teach you about flowers, because we are now in the upper grades of elementary school, and there are better ways of writing than that. The last step is to write your conclusion paragraph. It should just be a couple of sentences, and it should restate your topic, review some of your subtopics, and end with a hope, dream, or wish. And that's it. Boys and girls, it is your turn to create a flea map. Remember to think carefully about your topics, and don't worry about writing in paragraph form. It is just basic notes so that when you write your draft, you'll know what you wanted to write. I'll see you next time.